guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can probably tell by the title, I'm filming a Kim Kardashian inspired look, which is quite, well, I think it's fairly new. I think it's for her new makeup collection that should be releasing soon, and it's quite inspired by blossoms, but it's done by Ariel. And guys, of course I'm not Ariel, I can't do the exact same look, and my face is way different to Kim's. It's very different to Kim's, but I am trying to recreate it because I did really like the look, and it's just a recreation that I've done. It's not the exact same. I loved how like her skin looked so dewy. I love the contour, the eye color and the look and everything. It just kind of inspired me to do a video on it. So if you guys want to recreate this look, then carry on watching. But yeah, if you do like the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below with your thoughts and if there's anything else you'd like me to recreate. So I'm going to take my Urban Decay Quick Fix Spray, and this is infused with coconut water, and it's so nice. It really hydrates and locks in the moisture of your natural skin. So yeah. Next, I'm going to take my Becca Backlighting Primer. I use this all the time. Like, it's literally 6 hours sleep in a bottle. 6 to 8 hours sleep in a bottle. It just makes me look so glowy and healthy. So I'm going to take a pea-sized amount of this. So I'm going to go in with the Fasali Unicorn Essence drops. I'm going to mix that in with my foundation and just apply that to my face and buff it in. So I'm going to apply the Hourglass Vanish Stick foundation in the shade Warm Beige. Now this is a shade darker for me because usually this would be darker for me because I've just come back from holiday. Like, my skin is a little bit more darker than it would be because I did get tanned. So I'm just gonna take this and apply that to my face. And I'm going to take the drops and also put that on my face. It's dripping. Okay, so I'm going to take the brush that is supposed to be used with the Vanish Stick foundation and buff all of this into my skin. Okay. I'm going to put on the Wonder Glow by Charlotte Tilbury on top of my foundation to give it more of a glow. I'm going to apply this on top of my foundation and just do what I did and just kind of blend it in with my hands. So now I am going to move on to my concealer. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Medium Neutral. Again, this one is a little bit dark for me too, but I have got tan, so it's going to work. Usually I'd use the NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard, but I have gone darker, so I can't use that. I have taken my beauty blender and I have wet it before I've started filming this, so it is damp. And I'm just going to blend this out under my eyes. Okay, so concealer is all blended out, and now I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. So for my eyebrows, I am taking my brows. I'm going to be taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Chocolate. I'm sure you've all seen this before. So I'm going to shape my brows. What I usually do is, because like I pick up a lot of product, I use like the back of the lid and I kind of like take off the excess and kind of warm it up on the back. I'm just going to do my brows. So for my eyes, I'm using the original Rose Gold palette because I feel like this palette has more of the shades. Like, I know people are going to think both of them are really similar, but some of the shades in the original one and the new ones are quite different. So I'm going to start off with taking the shade Shy from the original palette for now, and if I move on to the remastered one, I'll let you guys know. So So I'm going to take Shy and I'm just going to apply that to my lids, all over my lids. Oh, by the way guys, when I did conceal my under eyes, I kind of brought up the sponge and kind of applied it onto my lids as well, if you guys saw. That's like to create a nice base for my eyeshadow. So I'm just going to be applying Flamingo in my crease. So I'm taking all the pinks that I possibly can take. So I'm just going to apply that in my crease and kind of wing it out upwards. Okay, so I'm going to blend this in. Keep blending, because blending is your best friend when you're trying with eyeshadow. It just makes your eyeshadow look so much better if it's blended out. Okay, so I'm going to now take the shade Man-Eater from the Rose Gold palette, original Rose Gold palette. I'm going to focus this on the outer V of my eyes. And if you mess up, like, don't worry, because you can always go back and conceal where you've messed up with a concealer, which I will be doing at the end. Okay. So now I'll take the shade Bossy and apply that on top of Man-Eater, so in the outer corners again. And I'm just going to like extend like the like kind of the flick, the wing that I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna go back in the shade not Shy, Flamingo, and buff that back in, buff all of that back into the crease. I'm now going to take the shade Cocoa, guys, original Rose Gold palette, and I'm going to take that, focus that in my outer corner, so outer V, but not as far as I have gone with the other shades, just a little bit towards the socket, or towards the socket and like the middle part of my eye, not too far out. Okay, so I'm going to take the shade Man-Eater now and go into my crease and the outer V and blend that out. I think I'm going to move on to my remastered Rose Gold palette now. So I haven't used this palette before, guys, so this is like brand new. And I'm going to take the shade, so I'm going to take the shade Dollface, and I'm going to take that into my crease and blend it over my socket. Guys, I should have started with this palette. Okay, next I'm going to go into the shade, I haven't done my other eye yet, so I'm going to move on to do the other eye. Okay, so I'm going to take the shade Rescue, I think it's called, from the remastered Rose Gold palette. Take that into the inner corner, outer corners. Why do I keep saying inner corners? Focusing it in my outer V. Probably I'm just gonna buff it out. So now I'm going to take an eyeshadow buffing brush, a clean one, and I'm just going to, actually no, I'm taking the Luxe Soft Definer brush and I'm just going to blend out to take away all the harsh lines if I have any. Okay, I'm going to take the shade Rose Gold. Let's see how this works. I haven't used this one yet. I'm going to put this So I always like to use my fingers, guys, because it gives like a better colour payout. The pigmentation is way better if you use your fingers. So I'm just applying that like on my lid and bringing it in towards the inner corners of my eyes just to brighten the eye up, the eye area up. Do the same on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to take the shade Fling and I'm just going to apply that. It's going to like kind of blend that out into my crease, like just to like have like a little transition from the rose gold. I don't know what I'm saying, but I hope you understand. Yeah. I'm going to take the shade Cocoa, guys, just quickly, and I'm going to kind of darken up the outer V. So I'm going to go in with my tattoo liner by Kat Von D in the shade Trooper Black. I'm just going to line my eyes. Okay, that looks fine. So I'm keeping it very thin because in the look she's kept it quite thin. So for my contour, I'm going to be taking the Shade and Light Contour Palette by Kat Von D, and it's the powder one. I know they've got a new one out now and it's a cream one, but I always like using powders because, I don't know, I have an attachment with powders now. I'm going to start off with taking the shade, I don't know the name, Subconscious. Hopefully it's right. It's a lighter one out of the 3 contour shades. So this one. And I'm going to start off with this and just apply it to the hollows of my cheeks. Just do the same, kind of focus it more towards my hairline and bring it down. And I'm going to buff it because I feel like it gives a better effect. A more like blended, real kind of effect. Is anyone else scared of cream contour, or is it just me? I mean, I do cream contour, but I just feel like powder contour is just so much more easier to work with. I don't know. I have got the matchsticks, the Fenty Beauty matchsticks, and I have that in the shade Mocha, I think. And I use that, like, I'm okay with using that, but just, I don't know. So I've just taken the darker shade, which is called Sombre, and I'm going to take that and focus that. Now I'm going to take the shade, so there's like the lighter shades which are up here, which is to kind of correct and, well, yeah, to correct, I guess, and to brighten, to correct and brighten. So I'm going to take the shade Lyric and Levitation. So I'm going to take the 2 shades, Lyric and, keep forgetting it, Levitation. I'm going to mix them together. I'm just going to kind of correct and kind of bring out just my jaw, upper jaw. I don't know what this place is called, but kind of like bring that out and brighten that area up a little bit. And kind of clean it up, so if the contour has come down, it'll give like the contour, it'll make the contour look a bit more sharp. I'm going to use the same 2 shades and just bring it up here to, again, to correct if the contour has come a little bit too high, just to like correct it. Sharpen my contour a little bit. You could also use these shades just to highlight any areas as well. Okay, so now I'm done with my contour. I'm going to put that on the side. So I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blusher in Love Glow. And it's quite like a pinky shade, and this look is quite like, it's like quite a pink inspired blossomy kind of look. So I'm going to take this and just apply this. I really like Charlotte Tilbury's blushes. Like, I think I have literally all the colours. It's just really, really, It gives you like a radiant glow as well because it has got like sheer glitter pigments in there, but it's very finely milled. Okay, blusher is done. I'm going to move on to my contour. No, sorry. I'm going to move on to my highlight now. So for highlight, I'm going to be taking my Becca highlight in the shade Rose Gold and Beach Nectar, and this is from a limited edition palette, which was, I think they kind of collaborated with Chrissy Teigen. I think I'm saying that right. And the palette looks like that if you guys have seen it before. So that's what it looks like in the inside. I'm going to take these two shades. So this is Rose Gold. They still have this shade. They definitely resell this shade. And this is Beach Nectar. So I'm going to mix these two shades together. This is a really good brush for highlighters, guys. I love this brush to highlight. So I'm going to take those two shades and just highlight my face, my cheekbones. And I'm going to take a small eyeshadow brush, and which is on the back of like my blusher brush and contour brush. I'm going to take the shade Rose Gold and kind of the highlight and just apply that into the inner corners of my eyes to brighten my eyes, and also underneath on my brow bone. Okay, highlight is done. I'm going to be using my favourite mascara, which is the Marc Jacobs Black Noir Mascara, and it's like this, and I bought this a year ago from my trip to Canada, and I just haven't stopped using it since then. Before that, I used to use the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. I mean, I still used it, but this one, it just gives like a false lash effect, and it makes your eyelashes just so much more volumized, and it brings like, I don't know, like it just gives like a nice fluttery full effect. So I'm going to take this and apply it to my lower lash as well, because she had a lot going on her lower lashes. Okay, that is eyes completed. How can I forget my lips? Now, Kim used like a brown shade on her lips. I would use brown, but I personally want to take two shades. I'm going to take the shade Venus by Huda Beauty, and it's a liquid matte. I'm just going to apply that to my lips. And now I'm going to take, once that's dried up a little bit, I'm going to take the shade Mogul, which is also Huda Beauty, but it's the Demi Matte. I'm going to apply that like on top of this. So, I love these shades, guys. I don't know why, but I love Huda Beauty's liquid mattes. Well, I do know why, because they're so good. And I love the demi mattes as well as the mattes. Like these, her liquid mattes and demi mattes are like my new favorite formula as well. The liquid mattes were always my favorites, but like the demi mattes are like my new faves. So apply that on top. Actually, I need to spritz my face with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and this is Kim's favorite skin mist. She always uses this because she loves like dewy skin and skin that looks natural and glowy. And I love like I personally love dewy skin, so I'm not more of like a matte kind of girl. So yeah, this is the best investment if you guys like dewy skin. So I'm gonna go ahead and spritz this on my face. So I totally forgot to bronze my face, and I'm back again. I have completed the whole look, but I'm going to quickly bronze my face because Kim loves to bronze her face, so I totally forgot that and completely missed it out because I'm not very much into my bronzing. So I'm going to take the Body Sharp bronzer, and it's a bronzing powder shade Dark Golden Matte, and I really like this for bronzing, guys. I'm not much of a bronzer, but a bronzing person, but I'm going to take this and just apply it where I'd usually bronze my face. This is such a nice bronzer. I absolutely love this. Okay, I'm going to take some more bronzer because that bronzer was not enough, and I'm taking it from the same palette, Becca palette that I used. I'm going to take this shade, I think it's called, yeah, it's Malibu, this shade, and I'm just going to bronze with this. So that's the bronzer done then. I'm happy with my bronzer. I mean, some of you can go a little bit darker on the bronzer. And now I'm just going to quickly take the Rose Gold Remastered palette, take my little Zoeva Luxe pencil brush, and I'm going to go underneath the lash line again, just to like define that a little bit more. So I'm going to take Man Eater, Risicue, and mix them together. And actually I'm going to take a little bit of Cocoa, mix them together and just bring that under my lash line. That's my eyes completed now, finally. I'm just gonna quickly take a blending brush and blend that out. I'm gonna take a blending brush and just blend the under eye area out, just to like give it a softer finish. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's the end of my video, guys, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.